Hey everyone, so today I learned about load balancing in AWS. Previously we talked about horizontal scaling and how you implement that with the AWS auto scaling within EC2 instances / servers. So now we're going to talk about how we can distribute the load amongst these different instances that we have. Because right now our functionality is such that we have created these servers. But now we have no way of distributing the traffic amongst these servers so that they can actually give response back, right? And we can do that with the load balancer. Within AWS, you have a service called Elastic Load Balancing, all right? And this is essentially their load balancer, which works well with the AWS auto scaling. It's literally in the settings for the AWS auto scaling group. You just need to go ahead and configure it. But a very important thing about the configurations is that when you use the load balancers and you're using them for a publicly facing service such as Google, you want to make sure that it's internet facing. All right, you'll get two options. You'll get internal and internet facing. Click internet facing. All right, so this will allow public access. And essentially what it will do is it will create a DNS DNS URL, which you can go ahead and click and paste into the server, into the browser, so that you can go ahead and access your resources, right? Because essentially what's happening is you're getting a load balancer and then you have your services or targets. In my case, I'm using Amazon EC2, right? So what's happening is when a request comes in, you want to send it to the load balancer first, then the load balancer will send it to the EC2 instances. So it is the load balancer that the user will put requests to, not the EC2 instances themselves. So what this means also, and this is going into my next point, is that you can make the subnet of your auto scaling groups private. All right, and what this means is that all the EC2 instances within that auto scaling group will now become private, only accessible by resources within your VPC. All right, that resource in our case is going to be our load balancer. So what this adds is it adds an extra layer of security, because only the load balancer will be able to access EC2 instances, and the user will not be able to directly access the EC2 instances, but rather they'll have to get it through the load balancer, which is the functionality we're trying to go for. Alright, so this has been the theoretics of load balancing. It's very, very easy to implement. You just need to go within your auto scaling group, and then there's going to be an option for load balancing within the different settings or parameters that you have. Alright, this has been a load balancing in less than 3 minutes.